Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's episode we're gonna play The Guild Free. It's a medieval game, also kind of city builder, but not really. You build a guild, for example, or a family dynasty, depending what you want to do. But in today's episode of Season 1, Episode 1, we're gonna start our first business and get married. So let's start. I'm gonna do single player, new game. We're gonna play in Paris, 16 dynasties, and years per round 1. We're gonna start as a poor pharaoh, and our end goal will be to become sovereign. Let's go. Let's create a character for us. I usually like to do a crude craftsman, but you can do any of those. Protestant, this one you can decide which one you want. You select a badge or a family emblem. Let's take the blue one. Clothing, face, let's give him a beard. Size, you can also make different sizes. Let's take the second one. You can make male or female. Okay, so let's make this our character. We're gonna call ourselves Gideon Gaming. Let's go. Here you can also decide if you want to change skills and add it somewhere else. I usually keep it as it is, but let's start our game.
Welcome. Yep.
Okay, so you usually start alone in a small town, and what you usually want to do is your first business, get it as close to the market as possible. You can change the name of the business, that's what it costs. Let's put it right in front of the market. Now you can
Certainly.
let
Yes,
your
sir.
character wait in front of the business. Wait for him to finish. Here's the market. You can go into the market, manually buy and sell stuff if you wanted to. Buy clothes, weapons, and so forth for your character if you want to. Guild had a new update, so there's a few things I must learn with you guys. But let's see how it goes. The business is almost done. You can see the people here listening to some music. This is also one of the careers that you can pick, which is a rogue. You can see it's a minstrel's tent. And we are making a crude craftsman's hut.
Certainly. A new building has been
Our
finished.
building is done. So now you're in the building, you must hire a transporter. You can decide if you want it to be family member or someone else. Usually my transporters are other people. At your workers, you can now select your own character to work in your business with someone else. That's always good. You spare some money in the beginning and your character will get some experience and level up, which you need. So now that you have everybody, you can manually select what you want to buy. But in the beginning, I usually auto. Let the computer run the business for you. While they are busy, add-ons, you really want more workers as soon as possible. You also want more transporters where it's possible. Building security will become important later in the game. Customer satisfaction and productivity are very important, but first try to get more workers. Currently we can't, we don't have the money to do so, so we will have to make money first. You will see our transporter run around the whole time between the business and the market making money for us, while we will gain some experience. You can see there we are building swords and so forth. So you can see your people working and bringing in business for you. If you zoom in, the sounds gets a lot harder. If you zoom out, it's a little bit better. But let's see how we make money. Here at the top, skill tree is where you will buy more stuff for your profession that you pick, or you can change professions if you want to. So we are the handicraft. We will most likely go down either pottery, tinkler, or where we currently are at craftsman first. But there's a lot you can change whenever you want to one of the other ones. And then of course there's normal social skills that gives you boost in the game. Well, your big stuff that you work with is money and influence. Influence later on, when you get to upgrade, you will see here, currently you start as a serf. Then you can get to a commoner, a yeoman, resident, citizens, free citizen, and so forth, up until Archduke. Then next to that, you just have a budget book that you can look at. And the important one is your family tree. You want to get married as soon as possible, that if something happens to your main character, your game's not over. And of course, more family members means more workers and so forth. Then you can continue the Book of Dynasties. Here you can see the other families, who's friendly, who's bad, and so forth, and your relationships with them. Book of Guilds, they will invite you later on, which gives you some perks. Quest book, here you can get quests that you want to do. And then city records, this is very important. This is where we will win the game at the end of hopefully the season, to get all the way to sovereign, where you will have to start at the bottom, work your way up and get to sovereign. Okay, so currently we are slowly, we are not making money yet, but hopefully soon we will make some money. There our transporter is moving some of the goods to go and sell it somewhere, or to pick up something. But currently we are very slowly going to make money in the beginning. So that transporter, let's see what the transporter is doing.
To stand still as a step back.
She's going to pick up something for us somewhere. Let's see. Okay, she came to the mine, so it must be some material like metal or something that she's picking up. Let's see if we can see what she has very low skill. She currently is getting iron ore for us. There she goes. Gonna push her cart back to us now, hopefully. You can upgrade them with weapons, armor, better cars. If your building is on auto like ours are, they will upgrade this car. They will take some of your money as you get it, upgrade to carts. I think that's why we're still at 0. She upgraded to a cart very quickly. It will help in the long run. There's some robbers here. Some of the rogues' profession is also robbers, which you must be careful of. There they go. Hopefully we can make some stuff to sell now, to get some money. As soon as we have leveled up, I will try to get us a wife, or maybe wait 2 levels before I do that. But the longer you wait, the bigger your risk are of other families killing you, and your game will then be over if you don't have a heir. So currently we're still on 0 money and our influence is very little. So I love this game, all the people running around doing their daily stuff. I really like when NPCs do their own thing. You don't have to worry about them the whole time. But in the later game, depending on what you are or what you want to do, you can do a lot. You can run the cities, change laws, send people to jail, and so forth and so forth. Even go to jail yourself. You can also put guards to protect you if you have a lot of money late game. So let's speed it up a bit. Hopefully we can start making some money. Let's see, our transporter is busy coming back. Where is she? Let's see.
I'm waiting.
So yeah, she came from the mine again, most likely. Hopefully we have something to sell. Sometimes in your house, in the start, you have something that you can sell to just kickstart your business. Let's see if we have anything that we
No
can
gain, no gain.
we can sell. Yes, we do. So maybe we must quickly take our main character and bring him to the house.
That won't take long.
Two ways: you can right click or you can click here at the bottom to send him home. So currently we are struggling with money, so let's go and sell the stuff that we have at our home just to give us a little bit of a boost.
I'm hurrying.
Go to the market. Here you just click and drag all the stuff, tell them you want to sell it. Let's go back to the house. You will see now we got some money in. Let's take the other stuff. Take it to the market. Sell that. And then let's send him back to work.
Will do.
Please go back to work. I think the raw material that we are currently buying is very expensive. And that's why we are struggling to make money, but at least we have some money now to help us get started. Let's see when the transporter brings the raw material. Are they starting to work again? Yes. There they go. We just needed a little kickstart. You can see experience going up, money is going up. Very nice. There we go. So usually in the beginning, if you are struggling with money, remember in your home, there are some things usually that you can go and sell that will help you out a lot. Let me just change. No, I'm not going to change anything for now. Let's continue and see up until we get some experience. With all the money that we are making, she should be able to buy more ore, and we should be able to produce a little bit more. Let's give it a boost and see. Let's see where the transporter currently is.
I'm waiting.
Oh, she's waiting for us to produce stuff, looks like it.
I should get going.
Yes, she's waiting for us. We are currently producing daggers. You can see there's a few other families also here in town. What we currently want to do is we want to buy our next skills. Let's see. We need, for us to buy the next one, we need to be yeoman. So we need to buy the skills first, or the titles first. Currently our money is not looking that bad, but the thing in the beginning we want is the experience so that we can get more skills and can get married as soon as possible. There you go, money is coming in slowly. Hopefully she's gonna go and buy more stuff. She bought something from the market that we need, might be cloth or something. Currently we are still producing daggers. At least we're making some money at this stage. What you must also look out for is your buildings do decline slowly. And in the beginning, if you lose your house as well, you are out of the game. So you must make sure that you keep them in order, and the lower it gets, the worse their production gets. So in this place, let's do upgrades. Let's get that extra worker if possible. Okay, we need 800. Then we can get the worker and the, or buy an extra worker and hire somebody. So we just don't have enough. We'll wait till the next day. Let's skip to the night. It's free, it's 2300 currently. It is spring, 1400. Some people still working. Usually only your main characters keep on working, or your family. The NPC characters, they usually go to sleep.
Midnight and all is well.
You can see the streets, everything is now a bit quieter. Nobody's making noise anymore. Still getting experience. Still producing, like I said, your main character usually continues producing. So a small business in the middle of the town. We need one more gold and we can get an extra worker.
That is very unfortunate. 3 o'clock in the morning and all is well.
Usually at either 4 or 5 the people start working again. We'll see now. Okay, everybody started working. We got some money and we spent some money. So hopefully she will now buy a lot of material from the mine so we can continue producing. Spend 120. So we are behind, but hopefully we can make it up now. Let's see. Yeah, we made it up nicely. And one of my family member has leveled up. So what I usually do is to get a wife, or in politics easier, you pick up your charisma. So I wanted one more before I go to look for a wife. So you must still continue working. And what we will do now, we will buy that extra worker. Let's get the extra worker. Let's hire the extra worker. that should be very good for us now. We still have money and we still have materials that are working for us. Spend 72. Experience are still coming in. We are making weapons, that's good. Let's rush it a little bit again. Waiting for us to produce. We are currently producing. Money is slowly coming in. But we have more workers now, so it should get better and better, slowly but surely. You can also do manual trades where you go to other towns and sell more, or not more, for more money. So you can get better markets in different towns or even in Paris itself. We're currently in Reims. So Reims is our starting town. She spent a lot of money again. We're only on 53 now. But at least we are still producing, so it should be fine. Let's rush it again. Hopefully we'll quickly get our experience that we need. Slowly but surely the money is picking up again. We're at 400 at least again. 560. Slowly but surely we're getting there again. And hopefully we can quickly get a skill. Currently we cannot apply for any office. We're still way too low on the food chain. Our building are taking shots, but we will fix that later on. Still in good condition, so I'm not worried that much. Other dynasties are buying titles. I'm not worried about titles now. First is to get the experience and some money, and then to get married. But I really want that second skill before I go get married. Money is slowly coming in. We have a lot of rogues in our town. We might later on have to buy some armor and weapons for our guys. Our money is looking good. We can actually...
Someone has spoken well about you.
Ah, that's very good. If someone speaks well about you, your influence points should go up a little bit. What we really want to do soon is upgrade or add-ons a little bit more. Maybe wait for another worker, or we need to get our production up here at the bottom. So I think let's boost our production for now. We are making good money currently for a starter building. Almost nighttime again, and then we hopefully have some raw material that we can work with. Hopefully the transporter won't take everything away. But at least we are making good money now. We just needed that Kickstarter there in the beginning. I really like this game. I really like Guild 2. Guild 3 is still in early access, still getting developed. And the guys have been doing very well the last 2 years. The first year or so was very difficult, or
You are
development
very
were not that nice, but I changed development teams, I believe, and then the game came to life for me. Our guys still are producing inside, which means our transporter will have a lot to sell the next morning, which will be very good. You are very unlucky. You lost 18 coins. Currently, we are taking a risk of not getting a wife as soon as possible. If an NPC or another dynasty kills us now, our game will be over. Let's repair our building. Ah, next day or year.
midnight and all is well.
Let's repair our building and our house. And the production should go up a little bit.
One o'clock in the morning and all is well.
Some people like to expand very quickly, which you can do, but I like to get my one business up and running almost to max before I go to the next one. But it depends on how you want to play. We are making good money. We're on 1,000 as well. Let's see how look at our add-ons. Let's add to customer satisfaction. Slowly but surely upgrading the business
3
first.
o'clock in the morning and all is well.
Almost time for the day to start again. Hopefully we make a lot of money the next day. Not that much, it's unfortunate. Oh, there you go now, but we're also buying raw resources the whole time. There goes our transporter again. Speed it up a bit. There she goes. As soon as the business makes enough money, they will upgrade his car to that big horse-drawn one. People working on the farm. Also, details in this game are really not that bad. Okay, so the development team the last few years have done very, very well. I was a very big fan of Guild 2 Renaissance, and I'm getting to be a big fan of this one as well. We are currently not producing anything. There we go. We waited for the raw materials. And we just saw there's a sick person there at the herb hut. Must be very careful. That person can make everybody in the town sick. So hopefully it doesn't get to that. We're at least getting more experience. I'm just going to change on the sounds a little bit. Just give me a second. Just see if this is a little bit better. Yeah, it's a lot better. Okay, great. Now we can see our people working in our small business. See people working everywhere, guys making the noise over here. Just a busy little town. And right next to us we have a robbers camp. Not ideal. Let's speed it up. Another family member running past us. Like I said, we're taking a big risk with not having a hair at this stage, but I am waiting for us to get that extra skill before I go. But you can play it as you like. You could have tried already, maybe have had a wife, maybe failed. You will see when we start the courting process what you must do or try your luck and so forth. Sometimes it fails, sometimes it works. You play it as it happens. But we'll see now, as soon as he levels up again, we will send him to find himself a wife. So I'm just going to rush up until that time, make it a little bit faster, maybe upgrade our building a little bit more. Let's see how the day goes. At least the town is busy, so the market must be making some money at least. While they are busy, we can zoom out a bit. Here you can see Paris. I believe it's either citizen or resident before you can make a business or start living in the city itself. But you can see Paris is a rather big, a very, very nice city. Very, very nice city. We're still in the small town on the outskirts. But we will get there, sooner or later. Currently I set in the settings, you can put the setting on that your people upgrades automatically. That's what I like to do. But you can turn it off where you can select their skill like dexterity, charisma and so forth for your workers as well. So it all depends on what you want to do, but you have control to do a lot of the stuff manually that I am doing automatically. But you can do a lot of stuff manually. Currently we're waiting for raw material again, looks like it. There our driver is going. Taking well, okay, she did deliver us some raw material, so we are luckily producing. Maybe she's going to sell something in Paris, I don't know. But hopefully we level up soon. Because we are taking a big risk, and with the new update, this is the first time I'm playing it with the new update. So I don't know if they made the AI guys more aggressive or not. Let's hope not. Or else I might have a very, very short game. Okay, we have a lot of money. So she had to go and sell it in Paris somewhere. Let's upgrade our building more. Let's get that extra worker. Okay, we have an extra worker. We have all the workers we can get now. Hopefully we can produce a little bit more. Where?
Yeah, I should get going.
Yep, she went and she sold in Paris. Hopefully she bought something more cheap there as well. Currently it's starting to snow. This is when there's blizzards, it do damage your buildings. That's not good. A snowstorm is going to damage our buildings, and we're going to have to spend money to fix it. But don't fix it directly, because it will still be damaged. Let's check this new opportunity. There she goes back to Paris.
Someone likes
Someone likes me, that's good for us. Let's see where she's going. Yeah, she's going to Paris to sell stuff for us again. She sold and bought some stuff. Hopefully that will keep us in production. 10 o'clock at night. Almost end of the day. There's a sick person again. Hopefully it doesn't make my people sick. Another sick person. Oh, I hope there's not an outbreak.
Spoken well about you.
Somebody really likes me. That's very good for me. Let's see if there's not something else we can upgrade. Or want to upgrade. We'll wait for the production one again. Okay, let's get through the night. At least we are still producing. So I would not suggest you repair your buildings while there's a storm on. That will not be good for you. You will lose a lot of money. The sick people that's running around is starting to worry me. Hopefully we don't get sick. But our buildings should be taking massive damage. Usually in the storms. We'll see when the storm is done. Almost the start of a new day. Hopefully the storm will go away and we can start repairing our buildings. Our guys stopped producing, so they must be out of raw material. Okay, start of another day. You can see the drop there in my building's production rate due to the severe storm that's still ongoing. Because that's now damaging the buildings and keep damaging them the whole time. We are currently not producing, waiting for raw materials again. What we can do is maybe take our guy to go and buy some raw material at the mine. Let's see. Because we are waiting now the whole time. Let's buy some iron ore for us. Okay, he did buy. Send it back.
That won't take long.
Here it goes. Let's put it in the business. And hopefully they can start producing. Storm is done. Let's fix our building. Luckily it looks like it didn't take that much damage. Let's repair it. There you go. Still more sick people running around. It has me worried a bit. But at least nobody of ours have, or any of our workers have gotten sick yet. Currently we are
Otherwise engaged.
almost there. We're almost leveling, and we are 21. That's still very young, but we are almost on the next level. Slowly getting there. Almost. One
That's
more.
life.
One more. And there's another storm. There you go, we leveled. Let's slow down time. So like I mentioned, I upgrade my charisma. It helps a lot. And let's send him. Now here at the bottom you will see a menu that, or actions that your character can do. You can go do religious things, do diplomatic things, and so forth and so forth. But we're gonna look for a romance, somebody that's close to our age. Let's see, 21 citizen, this could be a good one. Also citizen, squire is even better. Well, let's check the ranks first. Squire, yeah, squire, if we can get squire, that would be amazing.
Busy right now.
So let's see if we can get one of the squire ladies. A lot of citizens. Let's try the squire lady, but it should be very difficult.
What is it?
Let's go and try. You will now run to her. Let's follow him. This is important. You have to
Away from here right now.
stick with your character when he does the courting, or else you are going to fail, and you might even still fail even with choosing the options. Let's rush him up until he finds her. Let's hope he finds love. She's living somewhere in Paris, of course.
A severe snowstorm is raging.
And the snowstorms keep on coming. Hopefully you can find her. There she is. Let's slow down time. Now you will see it will pop up a question mark here at the top, or a question mark at the bottom, and here at the top you can pick the percentages you can see, but you have a timer. Let's pick the 77% and hope for the best. He gives her a pickup line, and let's see if it worked. It did not work. That's not very good for us, but we're gonna keep on trying. Oh, it did work. That's good news. Now the next one we're gonna try is to compliment her. Hopefully that works. Let's see. You must also pick it. Let's pick also the 75% one. Let's hope it works. Yes, currently is doing exceptionally well. Let's see what we can do next. Let's try to sweet talk her, but it can bomb. Oh yeah, that one hurt it. So we're not going to sweet talk her again. We're going to try to
Hurry up. I'll tell my apprentices and journeymen.
flirt again. Let's try. Hopefully he can keep up with that luck that he had the first time. Ah, this looks good. Lucky for us. Lucky for us. Success. Plus 14. We'll wait for it to get active again. Of course, she doesn't like to be sweet talked. Not in the current level. Let's wait. Let's try again. almost halfway. Never take the same thing twice. So we should not take that one again. Let's try the top one. You are my candle in the darkness of this world. Seeing you always brings light into my heart. Let's see if it worked. He's a silver tongue, this guy. Very, very good. We can try Sweet Talk again. Let's try, maybe it works this time, or maybe we're going to start again. It worked the second time. Great for us. Let's try Compliment. We're almost ready to marry her. Let's try the top one again. Forgive me for these words, but it's hard to hold them back. You are the crowning glory of God's creation. He's going for the big game now. And she loves it. There is nothing to forgive. I love it. Amazing, amazing. Can we marry yet? We can try. Let's try.
That won't take long.
Yes.
To stand here today in the presence of God, to witness the joining of these two great houses in holy matrimony. May they stay strong, have many children, and continue to be shining examples of the fear of God and righteousness for us all.
Well done. Well done.
A severe snowstorm is raging in the area.
Okay, so now we select her as our second. Now we're going to send both of them back to their home.
Certainly. Good. I'm otherwise engaged.
That was a big success for us. And now, as soon as they're home, we will make a heir. But currently, I believe we still don't have one. So even if we have a second person like his wife, if he dies, the game is still over. So let's get them home. And hopefully they can make a baby and we should be safe. Let's give them some speed. There they go into their home, which is massively damaged like I mentioned. Let's quickly repair it. Let's repair the business as well. Should also be massively damaged. Yes, it is. You can see them closing the business and the house while they are fixing it. With him inside, we can now tell him to go. With both of them inside, you can tell them to produce offspring. Hopefully they are successful. Let's wait and see. At least the house is fixed. Let's hopefully they produce an offspring. And we will only be safe after the offspring is born. Farm here at the back is being upgraded or fixed. You can see our influence points went up a bit. Hopefully they are successful. Yes, they are. That's very good for us, and that will bring us to the end of our first episode. The next episode we will hopefully have a son or a daughter, and we can go from there and finish upgrading the business, get some new titles, and so forth. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next episode.